Hey there, everyone. What's up? It's GleeCon, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thank you for tuning in, for clicking, and if you like what you see, like, subscribe, join up, make some comments, do all those things that trigger the algorithm that will bring joy into my brain. This is a show where we do it all, if all is World of Warcraft related. We cover all of the books, the lore, in-game, out-of-game, on the internet, manga, videos. We play every game, every quest in every game, every aspect of every game. We show it all, long play form. And we're in the middle of doing that for World of Warcraft Classic. So on the last episode, we kicked off Stranglethorn Vale. We're doing an Alliance run right now. And later on when we finish, we'll do a Horde run. We did our first episode where we really just started doing the beginning of the Nesting-Wary hunting quests. We got about 2/3 of the way through those. We picked up the quest to get the Green Hills of Stranglethorn, and we did most of the Kurzen's camp, and we're going to continue with that stuff and probably push forward a little bit beyond that. So stay a while and listen as Glee Contessa, our Alliance human retribution paladin, takes her big old sword back into the jungle. All right, so we have a couple things left to do before we're ready to jump into Kurzen's compound. So we have the Colonel Kurzen quest. It's a level 40 quest. You have to kill 4 Kurzen sub-chiefs. I think there's something else. Yeah, 6 Kurzen elites, 4 Kurzen sub-chiefs, and Kurzen himself. So 11 total guys. They're all elite. But I'm interested in doing this other part first, which is... I don't know where it's at. Maybe if we look at the actual quest, it's too long there. Troll Witchery. Because Troll Witchery is maybe kind of sort of tied into this too. So we want to go down here and get the Skull Splitter action as well. And since we're working through all that way, and we have 17 out of 20 filled, and I don't really want to visit Booty Bay until we can really clear our quest log. So I want to clear some more of this stuff. So we're going to make our way down to the Elder Stranglethorn, kill the Lashtail Raptors, and then we're going to go over and turn in the couple blacksmithing quests that we can. We still are missing a little bit of Mithril and 1 True Silver in order to really finish those off. But we'll kill the Shadow Maw Panthers while we're there and turn those 2 to open some things up. And then we're going to make our way down to get the Skull Splitter fetishes. So we're going to basically do this loop. We're starting to work towards the middle of the map now. We need Mithril for sure. We have a 40 stack for the first quest, a 40 stack for the second quest, but we only have 2. So we still need 38 more Mithril. We need 1 more True Silver, and then we can finish the first tier of the Armor Smith blacksmithing chain that we're working on, which will be cool. I do think down here there's potentially some Mithril things. All right, so now we're in Tiger territory. If we branch off the path, we're looking for the Elder Stranglethorn Tigers. It's a young panther. There it is. So mixed in with young panthers are some Elder Stranglethorn. Cool. All right, so these guys are still far below our skill level. We are attacking this way later in the game than you need to. And it's probably because I was so scarred from the first time we did. Before we reboot, this zone is pretty much the reason why I rebooted this entire series, because we've actually been working on this classic walkthrough for at least 1.5 years now, maybe closer to 2 years. And a big part of that is because we rebooted. We made it about halfway through the game, and then... my original plan, in case you guys haven't watched those episodes, because it's been a while. Oh, it looks like these elders have a bleed, by the way. A little, called Rend. So they have a Rend move that the other 2, the lower level tigers, didn't have. It's the only real difference I noticed so far. Of course, they're a level or so higher. But my original plan was, I want to cover everything. And so that includes every class quest. So I want to show those on camera, which means I had to make 1 of every class. And not only that, I was going to have to get to a level 60 with every class. And I thought it sounded cool on paper. I was not thinking about the time commitment to it. So what that ended up being is, since I didn't want to re-show content. There's some Last Tail Raptors right there too. We're getting into Last Tail Raptor Zone. So for instance, let's say I did this quest line with an Alliance character. I didn't want to do it again with a second Alliance character, even though there aren't 9 separate zones for every level tier, so there was automatically some overlap. So what it meant was that I was doing a ton of stuff off camera. So sometimes I was playing 3 and 4 times as much of the content. So let's say we make a 2-hour episode. That might mean that for that 2-hour episode, I was having to play anywhere from 2 to 8 extra hours of time just in prep work, which I have a job. So and that's not even counting if I ever wanted to play any video games for, not related to the show on my own or whatever. So it started to become a lot. In the beginning, it was okay because each faction really had its own zones, and the first quarter of the game really spreads out kind of nicely. But in another effort to avoid all of that, I was also moving on from zone to zone as fast as I can in order to avoid overlap. And I would say, okay, well, if this zone has quests that start off at level 28, at 28 I can start that zone. That's not often how this game works. It might throw you 1 or 2 low-level quests and then very quickly jump up the ranks. So that gave us 2 other options. Well, we spend a lot of time grinding, meanwhile doing quests that are far, far above. This is Last Tail Raptors, by the way, that I'm fighting, because their zones are right up against one another, and I ran out of elders. Still think I need 2 more Elder Stranglethorn, but kill some Last Tail Raptors while we're here too. And keep my eyes peeled. I think I got to branch out that way, but since we're right here. So this was a painful experience, and it got more and more painful, more and more frustrating, and more time consuming. So it was like this terrible reverse of a bottleneck that was happening with the game, where the longer I played, the more time I was spending off camera, and the harder the game was getting. So I was putting more and more time into it, and it started getting to the point when I got here where it would take me a 1 hour plus episode to get through one quest. And I started having to do some episodes where all I was doing was grinding. So you're watching me just farm raptors or whatever. So when it started to get to that level, I started to feel things were untenable. And as it got close to that, maybe a few months before that all began, I started becoming forward thinking about what was going to happen with Burning Crusade Classic. And at this point in time, this is how long ago this was. At this point in time, Burning Crusade Classic, actually, it wasn't a thing. They had already gotten rid of that, and I was pissed about it. But Wrath of the Lich King Classic was still out, right? So at that point in time, I was like, well, Wrath Classic... Actually, when we started this, Burning Crusade Classic, I think, was out. And they took it away, and I was mad. But then I thought to myself, well, whatever. I could still move on to a Burning Crusade... a Wrath of the Lich King server and just play all the Burning Crusade content. And I thought, I don't know that I'm going to want to go through it all again. It's a lot. We're spending so much time on the show now. So then somebody in the chat was basically like, no, dude, you can't purport to cover everything and then not cover that. Not cover every quest. So then I was like, okay, well, if that's what we're arguing here, okay. And we'll do it. So we're going to fight 2v1 here. This will be our last 2. So I started planning that way, but I was like, this time, though, I can't. It's not going to be tenable for me to do the whole thing with 9 characters again. That's ridiculous. What I'll do is I'll do it with 2 characters. So I started making a classic pair, which I still have. They're what I call like my dry run account. So I started doing that in an effort to make and that's when I started with the spreadsheet also, because before we were just kind of going willy-nilly and trusting Questy. Okay, we got all our Last Tail Raptors, by the way, all 10. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So once we got once I started doing that, started making the spreadsheet, then I was like, okay, now I'm embracing this project because I can see how much better it would be if I ran all of the classic quests in this way. Oh, that's Sindal. He's the leader of the tigers. We will be killing him. We'll be hunting that guy down. Where is he on the map? Let's track it right now because that'll come back right to the south in between those two. Okay. So I started actually getting pumped for it. But meanwhile, it started getting slower and slower. And I really was starting to doubt my ability. And I had already started kicking around the idea like, guys, I'm going to have to drop some of these characters because we're going to reach a point where it's all overlap. Then I'm going to just drop and go with my favorite ones. I was like, at least once we reach a certain level. And by the way, I'm pushing, it looks like 48 right now, which is pretty good. That's where we're at. Of course, we are one level behind. All right, we can go one level past. All right, let's go turn in these couple masteries here. Well, actually, I want to do the Shadow Maw. I want to do this whole ring of quests. So now we're going to cross over, do the Shadow Maw, and these little murlocs, merc gills. So anyhow, what was the straw that broke the camel's back was then they announced Wrath of the Lich King servers were going to be shuttered. Once I found out that that was happening, and I realized, well, now there is no world in which I can repeat these quests. They're going to be gone, and now we're on. We're on Cataclysm servers, so these quests are gone. Once you hit Cataclysm, the world is revamped. So then I was like, well, now it's never going to happen. So now what's the point? Why am I playing the game of chasing retail? We can't do that. I can't make it work in that set. We're too far behind. Maybe if I had started each thing as it went through, then I could set myself a timeline and yada, yada, yada. But it didn't work that way. Now they have fresh anniversary servers. So there's a whole different argument. But again, we're chasing. I'm not going to restart the journey because we put in so much time. And it'd still be a chasing game. Eventually, those fresh anniversary servers are going to roll into Classic. Okay, so we need to find... It looks like someone's been hunting and killing them. We need to find them. There are a bunch down here, too. But these guys are stealthed. So we need to be having our ears open. That's just a regular Stranglethorn tiger. They're sort of mixed in. So they appear all around here. Also, their leader also appears. The stealth, whatever the final Panther is. So we're just listening for these stealth ones. There we go. I hear one. There he is. It's all a sound game when you're looking for these stealth mobs. That's what makes these ones the most annoying. They're also the hardest. Look, this is a level 38 compared to the tigers were level 34. So I'm going to continue to hunt these guys and look for them. I mean, they're not that tough for us, but compared to the others, sure. This is definitely the hardest little set. Yeah, once I realized that, then I was like, screw it. I can't chase it forever because the quest lines don't really change for the other expansions. So we could play retail if we had to. And that's the safest bet for me, not to chase it all. We will do all of the quests. It'll be cool, but unless in the interim, in the time, the 6 months or so it's going to take us to finish this, unless in that time frame they finally announce real static like Burning Crusade era servers and stuff like that, then we're toast. We're not doing it. Oh, right in the camp? Okay, bro. Alright, so this is the Galvin the Ancient. He's the artisan blacksmith of the Mithril Order. He's not the finale of the chain. This is just kind of like sort of the middle. There's a lot to do if you want to become an armor smith. Blacksmithing by far is the toughest chain. Alright, so also, by the way, I see no ore anywhere nearby. Okay, Smelt On, Smelt Off. This is iron mithril mixed. After such mining, your muscles bulge and your body aches.
Your work ethic is impeccable, adventurer. You are starting to understand the ways of Galvan mineralogy. Take this and learn from it all that you can.
So that clears one quest from our quest log, and it teaches us something. Where is that recipe? Way up there. Ornate mithril pants. So these pants, if we look at them, let's look at the actual blacksmithing recipe. So it's plate. So this gives us 375, so way better armor, because they're plate, we're wearing mail. A 12 strength, so it is a drop in stats, and an increase to dodge. So overall, these pants are not as good as the pants we have. It's just that they're plate. So we're not going to be wearing those plates. All right, let's go ahead and mark that off too. So we just did Smelt On, Smelt Off. This is a real thing that we're completing. So we're going to go to the profession quests. And we just did Smelt On, Smelt Off. And we're going to add this. Why not? It's pretty cool. Oops, we just completed it. A blacksmithing quest. Now we're going to do the art of the imbue. After such mining, your muscles bulge in your body aches. Same thing.
One can barely keep their eyes from leaving its splendor, adventurer. Aye, Citrin is a glorious gem. Pay attention and learn what such a discovery may teach us.
Oh, he has a quest for us called Galvan's Finest Pupil.
If you are ready to conclude your training with Galvan, you should journey to Gadgetsan. There you will find my finest pupil, Trenton
Cool.
Lighthammer. He has much to teach you in the ways of ornate mithril. Otherwise,
I'm gonna chill and leave that off. I don't want to do it right now because I want to turn in that other one first. All right, so let's clean up some of this stuff. I've got a little iron there. We need more mithril. There's no two ways about it. Got to clean this stuff up some. Got to go fast. Okay. This is all for quests. Just trying to clean this up in such a way that I don't have to rearrange those Green Hills of Stranglethorn pages. Okay, so this did buy us some inventory room. Which is nice. Because we got rid of all those mats. But it also cost us one spot because we're not quite high enough to learn the shoulders yet. But that's cool. We'll get there in a few. We'll pick that one up in a few. Let's go continue to kill these panthers. Alright, yeah. So once all that happened, then I was like, well, crap. What am I waiting for? There's never going to be a time that I can reliably wait and hope that this is... we're going to, for sure, at this point in time, there's no path for us to really play Burning Crusade Classic in its natural state. We can't do it. So since we're already screwed on that, then, and the game was becoming really jacked, I was like, let's just start over with this new method. And I think in the long run, we will end up spending less time on it than we otherwise would have. That's true. So we are in that phase right now of our life. All right, so we have to go down here. I need these skull splitter things, but we still need a few panthers. That guy's fighting one. All right, so that is that's why you see what you see before you, and it has gone much better. I also ended up roughly doubling the amount of time I give per episode, so that's another big part of it. And that came after a decision I made to double down and commit, and it has resulted in... I wasn't sure how people were going to respond to doubling the length. I thought 1 hour vids were a good choice, but when I doubled them to around 2 hours, my numbers went up. So it seems like people prefer a longer play content more. So that's cool. And you know what? When I listen to podcasts and stuff, it is more around that length. So I think there's just, you're fine when you're playing to have something in the background that goes that long. Just hunting these panthers before I make it down to troll territory. But it also has effectively doubled the time in which we're going to get through these. And now we are well beyond where we were before. We started this back towards the end of March. So at this point, we're about 9 months into this project. There's Bagthera. He is the elite tiger. Panther will have to fight to complete this tier. There. My hope is within about 6 months. So playing at the rate that we play now, some things that might slow that down are the actual overall content. Me being able to be ready for it because of the off channel. Now I could ditch needing to play through first, but that really does help improve the product. It reduces some frustrations. It gives me a chance to really understand what's going to happen. Ooh, he almost just ran up and made us fight him. Now, Bagthera, that's a level 40 elite. That is a tougher... This will be our 9th Panther, by the way. Okay, so the reason why we're going down here is we need these troll things. I don't remember exactly. We need them because there's a guy trying to... Oh, we're finally fighting things that are worth XP. That's cool. Yeah. But we are finally fighting one's worth XP. That's cool. Oh, they resisted my repentance. Dang it. Okay. Alright, we did get one fetish from this little warlock. I guess we only need the mystics. So we don't need all of them. We just need mystics. That is an undead. I do think the Horde have different quests in this area. So we're just looking for Skull Splitter mystics. It looks like they can, I guess, appear all over. I see some jungle thunderers. There's a mystic. There's a mystic. Okay, so we just got to go find them. Yeah, so now you see what you have before, and I think the safest bet, again, unless they create an era server for Burning Crusade in the next 6 months. If that happens, then... cool, we just got page 10. We already had one. So that was nothing. We also did not get a second fetish. So, and now we are competing with these stinking Horde. Hopefully it's not more than about a drop rate of... Yeah, we just got a second one. We also just got a third page 10. So that could be coincidence, or hey, if you want page 10s, this is a good spot for you. Notice there's nothing on the map. None of those guys are mystics, and none of them drop what it is that we actually need. We do have 2 out of the 4. I heard another Panther 2 right back there, so we're going to be going back for him. Okay. Somewhere I'll go check him out. I heard one, though. Unless there's stealth trolls. So I had a family Christmas last night. It was cool. It was fine. The kids are just getting big. So it used to be my youngest niece did not come because my brother had a work thing. So I can hear that final Panther I need. There we go. So the youngest one that would have made it the most cute wasn't there. And then my other niece is 12, about to be 13. She's the second youngest one. Everybody else there was 14, 15, 19. There you go. I've killed all the panthers. So you lose some of that cute element. We had a little white elephant game, which was fine. My mom really wanted to play it, but there was only 7 or 8 of us, 7 of us to exchange. So it makes it to be a quick white elephant, and the gifts, people wanted to open the gifts. It went fast, basically. It was cute. Not the biggest fan of white elephant myself, but I'm not like a bah humbug about it. That's what people want to do. I picked my own gift and kept it, and no one stole it from me. So good for me. It was this. There's a series of board games. They're kind of board games. They're called To Catch a Killer, and it's essentially you just play them once. They're one shot off. Like once you play them one time, you gotta like give up the game to somebody else because it's got like all evidence and things, and then you basically try to figure out who the real killer is, and I think they're fun. They make a fun little evening. Okay, that's iron. See, we're still at the tier of iron. I think I gotta kill this guy if I really want to get in there. But I've done them before. My wife and I like to do them, and I thought I might play it tonight. I thought it was fun. So I picked that, and nobody else picked it or stole it from me. I actually did not pick that. I picked something else, and then I stole that. Somebody stole what I had. I don't remember what it was that I had. I think it was a scratcher, maybe. That was very popular. Scratchers are very popular in my family, and I don't give two craps about scratchers. I'm not really a gambler. Not in the traditional sense. I like gambling games of skill, card games, and where you can apply some tactics to increase your odds, or things like football pools and fantasy football. You know, I gamble with that. That's all technically gambling, but you are applying a knowledge level, so you can, similar to like poker sharks, or if you play blackjack. There's a knowledge where you can repeat the experiment enough times, you can repeat the bet enough times, and you'll eventually approach your expected value, and you can always come out a little bit on top, as long as you play the cards and play the odds the right way. It's not sexy, but I have been, for instance, there we go, we got our last one, our last Mystic Skull thing. I have been in my League of Record for 11 years, and I have won the league 3 times, and I've never missed the playoffs. So I play consistent. I'm always in it. Very rarely am I the sexiest team in the league. It's happened a couple times. In fact, one time when it happened, I went 13-2 or something like that, and then immediately got bounced out of the playoffs. So it's better to build a deep stable and apply your knowledge that way. That's how I go. Now, there is a guy in the league who has won it 5 times of the 11 years. And he's very cocky and smarmy about it. But also, if he doesn't make the playoffs, there's a huge chance that he just doesn't. Like, if he doesn't, I mean, if he's not winning it, there's a good chance he's just not making the playoffs. Again, this year he's sitting out. He didn't even make the playoffs. A couple years ago, he was the worst team in the league, and then last year he won the whole thing. So there's a little bit more risk-reward variance. Luck is a huge factor, but you can overcome luck by aggressively playing the numbers and just picking low floor. That was my strategy this year. I just went with not very many sexy names, but all high floor. I meant to say, not low floor, high floor. All high floor players, and it worked out for me. So at the end of the day, we need 4 ornate mithril helms and 2 ornate mithril boots and 2 ornate mithril breastplates. We just learned the pants and we got shoulders. So we're not even getting the right set yet. Maybe that third one will give us the right set. I don't know. We're going to just continue this zone and find out what happens. Maybe at the end of this zone, we'll go on a run. When I finish this, we'll go on some farming. Like I said, we need 32 different, we need 30 or 38 more mithril. I hope we find some when we're down here. But Tanaris is the next zone we really need to go to, so hopefully we find some stuff. By the way, I think I forgot to pick the second one. I did. What was it? The Art of the Imbue? Yeah, because the Great Silver Deceiver we haven't done. We also did the Art of the Imbue. Cool. Okay, so we did a couple of those. All right, so now we're going to go back and turn in the current tier of testing, and then we'll go back and turn in Troll Witchery. Also, not testing, hunting. Turn in Troll Witchery. So this should open up the final round of real raptor hunting, and it should open up the real finale rounds for panthers and tigers.
Now that's how you get a trophy or two over the old hearth. Nice killing, adventurer. Let's see how you handle this next challenge. There is a cagey breed of raptor out there. We call them jungle stalkers. They are far more difficult to track down and kill than the other breeds you've been trying your luck at. Kill 10 jungle stalkers, and I'll tip you off to the best hunting yet.
All right, so if we look at the map, they appear much further down the coast, past Gromgall Camp. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But Raptor Mastery 2 is done. Cool. And now we'll go pick up Raptor Mastery 3. So here we have, there we go, Raptor Mastery 3. Further down the road. We're not going to quite mess with that right now. Let's turn in the other ones also. Old Tiger.
Here is the final challenge that I will put forth. We've been tracking an elusive tiger for weeks. We call the beast Sindal. See if you can do what no person has done before. Hunt down and kill Sindal. Bring me her paw as proof of your accomplishment. Tracking her down will be no easy task.
These are pretty good leather, like those are good like feral druid gloves. Very good, in fact. They can probably last you a little while if you're there. All right, so then we're on Tiger Mastery 4. We already found Sindal. We could go bust her out quite easily, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. We picked that one up. Okay.
You've done well, adventurer.
Thanks.
You've almost proven yourself to be a master hunter of panthers.
Master.
A panther by the name of Bogthera has been prowling the jungle. So far, he's eluded our party. See if you can use your skills to kill the great Bogthera. Bring me the fang of Bogthera, and you'll have earned my respect. Light bless you.
All right, so same deal here. We have the third round of Panther Mastery completed, and now we have to get Bogthera, which is Panther Mastery 4. We also already saw that Panther. So we have those two ready to be turned in. We'll do a sweep where we get this, Sindal, and Bogthera. We will get those in one swoop after we're done messing around with Kurzen. And unless, of course, the Troll Witchery opens us up to another tier of questing. Poor horse. My horse doesn't want to swim. Yeah, so it was fun, though. I mean, whatever. The Christmas thing, there was a lot. I ate a lot of... There was just, you know, finger food out. Little sandwiches and deviled eggs and... cookies and chips and dips and spinach dip and all, you know, all that stuff. So basically every time I walked by the table, I ate some and found a lot of excuses to walk by the table. And then it was a far drive, and I had to drive around town. I had about an hour of driving, so I was also basically the designated driver. You have those fetishes, Gleekin soul. They might hold the secret to Kurzen's degradation. I must know.
Thank you. I will study these fetishes and see if they hold the secret of Kurzen's fall into evil.
Great. So there's nothing coming out of that right now. I thought maybe a quest would come out of that, but no. So Troll Witchery is it for now. I think actually it does continue, but it must continue after we actually do the Kurzen forces. Actually, let's sell some of this stuff. Let's open up our inventory just a pinch.
I buy and trade.
All right, so we can sell that. I don't think we need the raptor eggs either. I don't need raptor hide, raptor flesh, large fangs. I don't need any of that stuff really. Jungle remedy I might save until we get out of Kurzens. Okay, so now we're going to go into the camp, and I'm going to suggest, I'm going to put it out in chat, then I'm going to go in, but we can do it without anyone's help. What is it called? So I'm just going to offer my services essentially because anybody that is not vastly over leveled like we are can't solo this one. So we could basically let some people tag along, and if no one bites, it's fine. We're going to be just fine without it. Here's this guy ready for that pickup escort quest again, or whatever it's called. But see, look, he fought a tiger. Oh no, there's some Kurzen's agents, but he fought them and survived on his own, so you don't have to save him. He's not going to die without it. By the way, we also have the meal served cold, which is somewhere in that ballpark too. When we're doing those huntings, we might grab that. All right, so when we go in here, there's two things we need. We need to open up that strong box with the key, and then we also need to kill the elite special forces that are inside this cave. So, like I said, there's... Okay, so we have somebody that said that they are down. Okay, this is a level 34. Don't know where they're at. They're over there, so we'll give it a minute as they march in. Well, they can stealth in. Okay, so I'm going to start fighting my way in. And then they can stealth their way to me. We will be able to kill more than enough of the guys. It's not a drop quest or anything like that. And since it's a druid, yeah, they can come in and stealth. I mean, I'm going to take my time. We'll kill these commandos and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to also... Let's use some of our stuff once we get in here. Let's see. What do I want to use? I have this one Murloc fin soup. I definitely should use that. Okay. I'm going to eat that just to open a space up. Maybe I'm going to save that. That's a pretty good one. The spirit. There's better situations for using that for sure. Just clearing my bag some. I do have this Stam 2. I have Protection 3. I have an Intellect 3. And I have a Spirit 3. So I'll just use this Stam 2. How about that? Okay. So that also opens that up just a pinch. And I'll move these on a bit more. Alright. Here we go. So as we... There's iron in there too. I hear somebody. Nice. They're going to run. He's almost there. Okay, that one's a loot for him now that he's close enough. Okay, so these are the non-elites. Maybe they'll get close enough too and give me that buff. Another page 10. That is really popular right now. So I'll cut that corner. And see. Oh, this guy's having some PvP. He's right there. His name is Bagheera. I like that. A little jungle buck action. What are they doing? There's Bagheera. Come on, buddy. Alright, so again, we're going to just keep on clearing. Don't know what they're doing exactly, but here we go. Alright, so we have to... The first part of this dungeon is just easy peasy, not elites. Okay. The second part is where all the mobs start to become elite. Fine. Oh, he just got a page 24. I don't know if we have page 24, do we? No, we don't. So that's cool. And they needed it, too. They need that one. Or it wouldn't have triggered that way. Okay, so if we go up that way, I actually don't know what the heck that's all about. We're going to go down this way. And once we kill this guy, now we're starting to get... Oh, I one-shotted him. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so here's where we're fighting the first of our elites. Dang it. Okay, so they're 37 elites. Really not tough. They're not all of the mobs aren't elites either. Ah, he resisted. Dang it. Okay. Go ahead and fight this witch doctor. I don't know what. He just got a 27. What is up with that? Okay, so I mean, he can fight however he wants, and it's just be a little extra help for us. This guy did a little cleave. Okay, so we have 2 of 6 already. Now, off to the side here is where you have to get the... Okay, we just double pulled mobs. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so they are... They're... So they're definitely mobbing us out. Okay. It's these stupid totems that are really getting us. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need the explosive shotgun. I just got a page 27 myself, so that's pretty good. I'll eat one of these little... There's a frog leg. There we go. I'll eat one of those frog legs to get up to speed. I don't care about the mana that much. That was a little bit chaotic, but we handled it just fine. Yeah, there you go. He put the... If he's smart, he put thorns on me too, but I'm not going to critique very much there. Okay. Cool. And I will give him a little bit of a mana buff. Alright, so here we go. We're now going to fight this elite. And there is, right there, there's Bookie Herod's Strongbox. Dang it, he's aggroing them all from so far away. So maybe if he fights that witch doctor, he can... Okay, so we got all the Kurzen elites. Okay. And I don't need this cloth piece of gear. Okay, so right here there's a chest. The strongbox is bound in bronze, very sturdy and very heavy. Opening the strongbox, it's clear that this is where Herod keeps his more valuable coins and items. The spy revealed among the valuables of the strongbox is a muddy scribbled note. Although barely legible, it looks to be an itinerary for Private Thorson. It details his patrol routes and who he speaks with and how he spends his time with the rebels. It's signed with only one letter M. But whoever wrote this note must have stayed very close to Thorson. Whoever wrote this note is the traitor within the rebel camp. And we'll look at the Alright, so... he aggroed that guy. He aggroed both. Okay, so he went on bear form, but... Oh, that was a sub-chief. That wasn't a regular elite guy, so that's good. Alright, so there's a shadow hunter. I don't know what we need. Okay. Dang it. Okay, so these sub-chiefs are the next thing that we need. They're non-elite dudes, it looks like. Oh, they have... Oh, I see. They have like a resisting taunt on when they do that. I didn't realize. Okay. Alright, so we do need one more sub-chief. Iron, true silver. Oh my gosh, I need that true silver. Don't need the iron. I need to drink some drink. He just hit me with like a flame shock. Great. I wasn't ready. Dang it. Okay. So that guy, I guess it's kind of like those people in not Stranglethorn, in Hillsbrad that are... I need this true silver over here. So that true silver I need. Okay, so we're going to go after the Shadow Hunter. And when we go to the back, there's Kurzen's head there. Now, that traitor in the camp, I don't know how that's going to go. I need this true silver, though. Failed attempt. I got one true silver ore. Let me go save this dude. So I got the ore I need. Thank goodness. We can go back and smelt that. But I need the 38 mithril still. So we're still behind on the mithril. That's great, though, that we got this. Love it. And we just picked up like 4. Yeah, these shadow hunters are, I guess, literal. I don't know. They're weird. They got a. I guess they can. You can have a staff. And then yeah, when they hit you with that. Okay, so we're getting close to the mobs. See, he immediately triggered his retaliation stance. Which is fine. Alright, so we're fighting our way back in, these sub-chiefs, and we're getting close. There's Colonel Kurzen right now, so we have to be careful. I'm going to clear the mobs around him. And we just don't want these guys to run. Okay. Nice. let me pull this guy. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull. Okay, so let me chill for a second. I'll eat some cheese. Do I want to drink a drink? I don't want to waste that. So I'm just gonna chill for a second. Okay. All right, I don't need that. Okay. Okay, I'll hit him once. Oh, now I'm going to trigger off that guy now that he's in retaliation mode. Okay. Okay, now we're fighting just Colonel Kurzen. So he just tried to hit me with a stealth, and he's back. Okay, we got him. So we chopped off that fool's head and killed that guy. And as you could see, we could have handled that even without that little guy, this helper. But it was nice for us to be able to help him at level 34 complete a level 40 elite quest. And what was our reward? Some true silver. I love that. Got the true silver out of it all. I don't need that iron. Don't care about that. Okay, so we are going to have to fight a little bit to get out of here. No worries. Couple more dudes over that way. And whatever, it's going to give us, you know, a little gold or whatnot. More Stormwind Bree. As we fight our way out. So I will also update the spreadsheet when we get there. Here's an elite. So these guys are definitely a little bit trickier. Crap. Okay, so we're in definitely tougher spot here. I do have that perk. Oh, great. Dang it. Okay. We gotta get rid of these totems. They're terrible. Okay. I did have to pop a potion here. Alright, so that is what it is. Not ideal, but we'll let this guy drink up. Okay, so here we go. We'll fight this elite. I'll pull him back a little bit. He does have a cleave, so got him. I think I just need to kind of build my mana up. Yeah, he can go after that witch doctor, I guess, if he wants. Also, I gotta make sure I had to go after that totem because he was getting low on life and I didn't want that to like pulse and kill him. Alright, between the two, we're going to be going upstairs. Here we have another one of these head shrinkers. I guess they must be warlocks. Because they hit with some kind of curse and a shadow bolt. Warlocks that don't have demon allies, I guess. Fine, fine. I don't know what these I think what the jungle remedies are for, now that I remember, there is a shrinking power that the head shrinkers have, and I think maybe what's his name can use it too, but we were just so high level we resisted it every time. But I think that remedy will take that off if you get hit with a shrink. Because otherwise it's like a long-lasting, like 5-minute debuff or some crap. We just got page 16. Oh, and now it's triggering Kurzen's head. Okay. I don't have Consecrate yet. I am looking forward to that. Now, if he stealths out of here, then that will be good. He doesn't... He's going to aggro a bunch of dudes, but... Whatever. I hear him. Yeah, there he is, aggroing that guy right now. And he's going to aggro that commando right there, too. Oh, he's aggroing multiple commandos. Ooh, he is lucky he got that heal off. He just aggroed the whole room, so... Okay, I'm trying to just pull everybody off him. Jeez. Oh, that guy was from before. He lived. He's the boy who lived. Alright, we survived. I mean, he's doing pretty good at keeping himself alive, switching to bear form when he's drawing too much threat. Got him a little flashlight. Okay, we just need to get out of here. Probably a commando or something out here. I might as well clear them all. Okay. Alrighty. I mean, it also doesn't hurt that I am level 48, so the fact that I'm 10 plus levels higher than all the guys in this cave, even the last mob I'm 8 levels higher than, so. He hit us with that thing, but right as he died. Okay, cool. Now we're out of here. Oh, we got hit again. Alright, so off we go. Little medicine man. Hopefully he's just aggroing everybody. Alright, so I'm going to drop the group now. He should be fine running his butt to get there. And we're going to go mess with a couple of these quests and trigger what we've done. So within the camp now, the spy revealed, I don't know what that's going to trigger. He must have, I think that quest chain starts with the guy that pats down, so that's how you would miss that. I'm happy that we got our true silver. And that's just going to make us need... What's it called? Some more mithril. Okay, so we turned in the quest for the hidden key. Was that what it was called? Yeah, we turned in the hidden key, and then that gave us a quest called the Spy Revealed. So we're actually going to look at that. And see how this works. Let's look at the thing in our bag. So we got a bunch of pages too. Let's clear some of this just around for a minute. Okay, so we did get a page 27. So that's cool. And then 18, 16, 11, 10, 6. And now we have page 1. So that's cool. And then we did pick up something else. We got those patrol schedules. Where are they in our bag? I don't actually see them. There's the cook pot we need. Oh, there they are. The money note. So this is what it says. It says day 1 from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the upper camp. 11 a.m. to 11:30 break for lunch. 11:30 to 4 the Canyon Pass. 4 to 7:30 p.m. the upper camp. So this is maybe the guy that were the Thorzen dude. Day 2, same schedule as day 1. Day 3, same schedule. Day 4, same schedule with one exception. Just before sunset, Thorson had me cover for him as he crept down the Canyon Pass. I assume he went to meet with our agents. But he returned an hour later. This surprised me. I'd hoped he met with our agents and would rejoin Kurzen. Something's wrong. Day 5, Thorson was very agitated today. Whatever he saw or whomever he met during his excursion yesterday must have scared him. I assumed our agent spoke with him, but when I asked Thorson where he went while I covered for him, he remained quiet. He believes I'm his friend, and he believes he is protecting me from a dangerous secret. His loyalties are misplaced, but they are strong. When he rejoins us, he will be a valuable addition to Kurzen's forces. Day 6. Early in the morning, Thorson spoke at length with Sergeant Yoa. I had to pretend I still slept and so was unable to move within earshot, but I assumed they spoke of Thorson's earlier excursion. So we know it's not Yoa. She's not the traitor. I watched him closely at lunch and noticed Yoa doing the same. Later, Doren summoned Thorson. So it's not Doren either. So we know it's not Thorson. Obviously, he's not traitor. He's not Yoa. It's not Doren. So it's got to be one of these other people. The three of them share a secret. Doren and Yoa must know that Thorson is meeting with your agents. He is spying for the rebels. We must give Thorson no more intelligence, and we must kill him. He is of no more use to our colonel. I will put an end to Thorson if given the opportunity, but if you receive this letter, then you will know I have not yet had the chance, in which case I suggest Thorson's next meeting with our agents be a fatal one. Hail Kurzen, M. Now, if we look at M, there's Corporal Bluth, so maybe, but maybe not. Okay. There is Corporal Caleb, I don't know. Brother Nimitz, Corporal Sethman. So all of those people seem to be chill. I don't know who M is. I don't see anybody with the name M. Unless there's a first name we're not knowing about here. Okay.
Greetings.
So let's sell some of this junk. Now I'm good on that. Oh, we also don't need that. Okay. All right, cool.
Go with honor, friend.
So let's turn in this spy revealed.
For the Alliance.
Did you discover who knew Thorson's secret? Is there a traitor among us?
Thank you, adventurer. This note is the clue we need to root out the traitor.
All right, so now we have... We'll have him read that to me in just a second. So now we're going to pick up the quest called... Well, we finished the spy revealed, and now we're picking up one called Patrol Schedules. Okay, let's see what that one's all about.
What can I do for you? The note you gave me is signed with an M. I don't know what that could mean. But the note also says this person shared patrol routes with Thorson last week. So whoever shared patrol with Thorson last week must be the traitor. Go to Corporal Sethman. He handles the patrol schedules and can tell you who was with Thorson.
All right, so that's cool. So we can go over to Sethman and find out who is this guy.
Oh, yes, I can check that for you. Let's see. Last week it was Private Merle scheduled with Thorson. They had the same patrol times all of last week.
No, I don't see it. There's Private Merle over there. So it says he is a rebel soldier, Private Merle hiding off to the side. So that's who this is going to be. Private Merle is the traitor. So this is going to finish and give us this quest, I'm sure, called Report to Doren. Very nice.
Did Lieutenant Doren want you to report back to him with that patrol information?
Look, there he is right there.
Have a good one.
Nothing good. Curse you, Lee Contessa! One day, vengeance will be mine. Okay, so he's running off. Not today, buddy. So, we're going to kill him. I decided to kill Private Merle. I wanted to. You don't have to. You could let him run off. But we murdered his behind. Because we caught him.
King's honor, friend. It pains me to find out it was Merle who...
Those are not as good.
He has always been a brave soldier, and I had thought his heart was true. But it is a great relief to have found him out. With a spy like him among us, we would not last long against Colonel Kurzen.
Except that I killed Colonel Kurzen, so yeah. This guy's level 60 elite. Dare I hope that Kurzen and his defenders are dead, Contessa.
I dared not believe the reports, but you bring us proof that Kurzen and his leaders are defeated. You have saved us. These jungles
Huzzah.
with menaces of all types, but none had the cruel intellect of Kurzen. We may all breathe easier now that he is gone.
Now this actually opens up that last quest in the chain, so that's pretty cool. All right, so report to Doren is done, and Colonel Kurzen is also done from way down there. We have finished that. So the Alliance quest chain, we are really making good progress on. This actually opens up, this guy now has studied those witch things.
Kurzen may be dead, but that which drove him to evil still lives. Through my studies, I have discovered this. An ogre mage, Mai'Zoth, dwells in an ogre mound within the eastern mountains of Stranglethorn. He is rumored to employ mind-controlling magic, and I am positive that he corrupted Kurzen. If Mai'Zoth is allowed to live, then his evil may influence others, and may even cause another Kurzen to surface. Kill him and bring me his mind's eye, the artifact he uses to corrupt others. Have a good one.
Okay, cool. So we now know there's an evil ogre mage. This is also the finale of the Alliance specific chain. Okay. So if you look at what else is there, you have a Curious by the Bundle. Well, that's really a neutral thing. It's just there's a second step. And we have this one from Stormwind. This Curse of the Tides, Pretty Boy Duncan. I don't know why there are... So there is this little chain that comes out of here. That's a Booty Bay related chain. So there is that little piece that is in there. Okay. So let's sell off some of our junk. We didn't get anything good, and I didn't expect to because we're pretty high level compared to these quests.
I supply only the finest.
Can sell these, this gun. That's pretty good money we got for that gun, but okay, cool. And that is it for that. Where are we at on time? Okay, we are just over an hour, so we can do another 30 minutes or so. So there is the Fang of Bagthera. There is... We don't need a true silver bar, but Mai'Zoth is right there in the Moshav Mountains. So we are going to make our run now. I'd like to maybe finish off. We can finish off Mai'Zoth. It is a higher level quest. If you look at it, it's an elite quest.
Kurzen may be dead, but
Oh, I don't need that. It is an elite. I don't know what level quest it is. I'd have to pull this up, but it's a higher level quest. Oops, I went too far. But we also have these panthers and things to kill. So we could try to kill Mai'Zoth. Maybe if I click this. Yeah, it's a level 46 elite. So it is within our range. It's going to be significantly tougher than what we've done so far. But it is definitely true. He's a 47 elite to kill him, and he's probably guarded by elite ogres. We can definitely 1v1 47 elite, maybe 1v2. We're pretty solid as characters. So, but first, let's go kill these others. Let's go kill the Paw of Sindal. We'll go get him. He's pretty easy. Then we'll go down and get these jungle stalkers, and then we'll go get Bagthera. And while we're there, we'll go for this ogre too. So we need Sindal. We already saw Sindal once. Sindal is a tiger that looks very similar to the other tigers. Maybe a pinch bigger. And so we just want to check to see. Yeah, it looks more like an elder. Oftentimes Sindal is up there. Yeah, I can already see Sindal up there. So that's mostly, but as you saw before, she was down in that one spot. So there is a chance that you don't have to fight Sindal. Look, she's pretty big. Or he. She or he is pretty big. He, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we got Sindal's paw. Cool. Now we're going to go down to get the... we're going to go get these jungle stalkers now. Okay, and then we'll work our way back up. We might actually be able to get the Cold Eye Basilisks. 2, we'll keep an eye out for those guys. I don't even know when you kill these Merkgirl Hunters. Honestly, I don't remember ever fighting them for Alliance or Horde. There maybe is a separate quest to kill them from another zone. I do not remember fighting them ever. Or I just blocked it from my memory and I forgot it. There's more Lash Tails, so you know we're getting in the vicinity. That is the Gromgal base camp. Not the one we need. So these Jungle Stalkers, they're fine. They are level 40 to 41. So tougher compared to everything else. We might actually get some XP. Considering we're getting on average, even for Colonel Kurzen, we did get 1200 XP for that. But we need over 100,000 still to level up. So yeah, it's not. We're not in a good spot. Leveling up to level 49 is just not even in. It's not even on our radar right now. That is a Master Tribal Leather Worker for our other girl. We might be able to visit her. Him. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get into Raptor territory now. I hear stealth, but that's probably Panthers at this point. I don't think these Stalkers are stealth, but they might be. That's a Cold Eye Basilisk, so that's perfect. That's what we wanted. Dang it, I got attacked by a Shadow Maw Panther. There's our Jungle Stalkers. This Cold Eye Basilisk is going to give us that meal served cold. I think the drop rate's 100%. Okay. And then we'll go start fighting these Jungle Stalkers. Which is cool. So look, we got the Basilisk Haunch, even though it says it's failed. So we just sit on that item, this Chilled Basilisk Haunch. We're kind of definitely breaking the spirit of the game because they want you to get it when it's nice and chilled. Although if that's the case, they should have tied the timer to the actual haunch, not to the quest. And that actually would have made it work as designed. So that was just bad design on a Blizzard employee's part. Okay, we need to kill 10 of these Stalkers. This is the last kill 10 quest line. These are really popular because they've revamped this quest in almost every single expansion. I don't believe it's every. They stop after a while, but there's definitely the a Nessingwary line in Burning Crusade in the Grand, I believe. I think it's the Grand. Because it's called the White Hills of Elec or something like. No, that's the achievement name. There is definitely one in Wrath of the Lich King. I think it's Sholazar Basin. Is there a Cataclysm quest line that does it? Well, they revamped the quests, so I guess you could argue that in Cataclysm there are these revamped. So you're re-getting Nessingwaries in that sense. What else do we have? There's Mithril. Hell yeah. So remember, we need 38 Mithril. And here's going to be our first chunk. Love it. Okay, we need 37. We need 36. We need 35. Okay, so we're down to 35. We need 35 Mithril. What's past Cataclysm? Mists of Pandaria. Ooh, is there a Nessingwary Mists of Pandaria line? That is a good question. I'm not thinking of one. I want to say no. Maybe it was like he just didn't fit with the vibe. Oh, I should have done my stronger. And then Warlords of Draenor, that one I'm just not sure of. There could be. But that's an alternate universe one. I don't know. Maybe they left off at that. Legion, I don't think there is. I think they basically leave off of it after could make the argument that they quit it after Wrath of the Lich King. But I think there's possible some other ones. Legion, I don't know. BFA, I don't know. I don't think there are these other ones. Who's this guy? Oh, he's an Oracle Luck. I don't care. I don't need those things. Okay, we just need 2 more Raptors. We're good to go. Obviously, these guys are a little tougher, but we're getting XP. We've gotten more XP from killing these 10 Raptors than we've gotten from everything we've done in the past 2 episodes combined. Okay, 1 more Raptor. I see one. And then we are good to go. Actually, I should have used this one. Wasting mana? Why not waste mana? Okay, so now we're going to run up after this and look for Bagthera. And we're going to try to fight Mai'Zoth, the Mind's Eye. We're going to try. One, 6. Yeah, we only have... we have only 2 of the 4 pages for Chapter 1. 10, 11, 16. We have 3 of Chapter 2. And then we have 1 from Chapter 3 and 1 from Chapter 4. So we are not doing very well in terms of trying to complete our overall mission. I'm glad that we found some mithril. So it looks like once you get down from here and below, there's a chance we can work some mithril into this sitch. Now, again, we already saw Bagthera once. I'm pretty sure he is a level 40 elite. We're going to fight him. And then we're going to try to go fight Mai'Zoth and the Mind's Eye. You actually have to get that with both factions. I don't think it's called Mai'Zoth for the Horde. But there is another quest chain that essentially leads to killing this dude. And I will probably... It'll probably become illuminated in my mind when we actually walk up on it. Because right now I'm not remembering exactly. And I also don't remember if this is one that is soloable. Not 100% on that. And if not, it's fine. We can ask for help and also save it for later because it is a higher level quest. Compared to the rest of the zone, it's one of the toughest quests in the zone. Not the toughest, because the end game is all... The end of the zone is all level 50 elites. But this is the last little loop I think we're going to... Well, I don't know. I might also want to... Look, that's a... This is why, because these guys are pains in the butt. That's just a regular Shadow Maw Panther. I don't know that Bagthera is stealth. I don't think he is. Yeah, you know what? Now that I say this, there are some of these Moshog Ogre things that are way... We spend a lot of time, I think, for the Horde in particular, there is a quest chain that is really annoying where we have to join in. Oh, Smot, Captain's Chest for Smot. We'll do that one later. That's just killing one of the giants. It's not that bad. We should be okay to tank and spank the giants. Alright, so we're looking for Bagthera now. He could appear over here. We're just looking at his various spots. He could appear up around here. I don't see him. Saving Galvin's Finest Pupil because I don't want to clog up. I'm trying to clear out inventory spots. That's why I want to... I mean, quest log spots. That's why I want to finish this stuff. Because... That's not Bagthera. Alright, so I don't see him. We did see him before. He's not automatically just in the little spots that Questy gives, but now we are in this zone. We're in his area. We're going to keep our eyes peeled and try to find him. Like I said, I don't think he's actually... I don't think he stealths. By the way, my swords are now working at 49, so they're actually working in the current level I could be. Okay. I've had a lot of luck finding him around this fallen log, I think. The couple other times I've killed him, I've found him in this vicinity we're at right now. But we're just keeping our eyes open. I actually kind of sort of want to go there for smelting, but I don't want to fight that tiger. Okay. Keeping our eyes peeled for Bagthera. I mean, he could be up here. I don't know. I don't know how wild it gets. There's mithril in that cave too when we're in there killing those ogres, so that's good to know. Alright, we went too far. Now we're above the ogre compound. I feel like right around this area. It's not going to be down there. Like right around this hill, around these trees. This is where I feel like I've encountered Bagthera more than any other spot. Yeah, he likes to stick. Well, he could be on this side too, because look, he's over there. So really, it could be any of this. He could roam any of these spots. And we did see him. When we were hunting Shadow Maw Panthers, we saw him. And again, I don't think he's stealth. So when we hear that stealth sound, I don't think it's him. Yeah, the reason why this quest is tough now that I'm seeing it, it's because you have to be okay. You have to be able to 2v1 your way past those ogres. Now that now it's coming back to me. There he is. Okay, so first let's fight Bagthera and get his fang. So you see how there's little packs right here? You have to be able to survive, and they hit very, very hard. He's got me with some kind of... He had me with some kind of silence or something like that, like a roar he did. Like his rend or whatever is... He's got pierce armor, he's got a rend on, so he's tough. He's a tough little panther. Come on, girl. I can start executing him now that I have that. There we go. Got him. Okay. Alright, now comes the real drama here. Now, we don't need... I think there is a quest called the Mind's Eye. I don't remember if that is... I really feel like I did it on neutral, but maybe I'm wrong. So if we look at this... See, there's this Mind's Eye thing. It's a lot more annoying. I think you have to do that. I think it's just worse when you're Alliance. Okay. So we're going to need to make our way into this cave, first of all. So that's part of it. And the main problem is, like I said, you got a 2v1. So first I'm going to start clearing the way here. We're going to fight these guys. And then I'm going to try to pull this spellcrafter away from that shaman. I'm going to try. But that's why I'm clearing this little path, because I want an aggro area I can pull. Okay. And it's possible that in between each thing I'm going to have to... Ouch. I'm going to have to possibly restore a little bit. Might be that kind of gig that we're on right now, and that's okay too. Jeez. See, they just have good life. Like, they're just really blocking heat. What's he at? 1.4k. So this might be a little time consuming to get back there to him. And then I don't know if it's... So after this, we will ask if anybody needs it. I believe I did 2-man this. Oh, and his little seal wore off. Okay. We both smacked each other. Okay, I got him there. Alright, so I'm going to eat... Let's see, that's a 12. That's an 8. So we'll eat one of those tasty lion steaks. And this is going to be definitely trickier, so I will go for the scroll of agility and all that stuff. Alright, so I need this up, and then I'm going to go, actually... We're going to try this. Oh man, I got all caps on. Okay, so meanwhile, we're going to try our best to get in this area here. This is 25 mana every 5 seconds for 5 minutes. Yeah, so that will help us restore faster for a minute. I'll put that on. It'll give people a chance to respond to me. I think the respawn rate's pretty dang high. We could also switch over to Devotion Aura if we want. We could also switch over to Concentration Aura. We have different options. Switch over to Ret Aura, but I really like this Sanctity Aura. It's a good one. Okay. Now, we do have to 2v1 these guys, but the plus side is they are... See, look, that's what you have to be careful. This guy will pat in a second shaman. So we have to fully wait for that patrol to be gone. So we have to wait for one to leave, and then we're going to try to pull one of them. We can, or 2 of them. We can try to 2v1, but not when there's 3 like that. So we need to wait for him to get fully out of the way, because we're going to be trying to clear our way in here. Now with my mage... This worked because, yeah, see, I want to line of sight this guy, really. Okay, so we want to really pull this guy in. So I'm trying to get this guy. I don't know if I can. And see, he's got this... Healing ward, we gotta take that down. Oh man. So I incapacitated him. This is a lot. So this is what makes this quest suck. Because I have barely got this guy down at all. And I don't know that I can do it. So this is a bad spot. We're going to have to abort this mission. I died. Okay. Yeah, so this is a little bit hard. Not a little bit. This is a lot bit hard. He's on his way from there. We should be able to 2-man it. I just can't... I don't know if maybe the strategy should have been go for the shaman first. That's possible. I was just so stuck playing catch up that it was like just trying to constantly overcome the damage and then also the heals from the shaman. I was really hoping to pull the spellcaster on his own first. With the mage, I was able to kind of chip away at it some, but it was taking too long, and they were respawning before I could really get there. But at least with the mage, you could polymorph. The problem is that third pat would come. So I really banged my head against this quest. I'm now remembering it. I really banged my head against this quest for a while. And we'll probably have, and I believe we're going to have to do it again for Horde. But this is probably the toughest quest in the zone. Because there are some others. These, particularly all of these, are tied to either the giant or the big gorilla. They're all mobs that are just single solo big mobs. So similarly how we did at the end of Dustwallow's Swamp, where you can make it work with different stuff, like whether that's kiting or whether it's using entangle or whatever your different things are. You can try to make those kind of strategies also work. All right, so these guys are annoying. That person's on the way, but that's okay. It's going to give us a chance to re-up. So since this guy is coming in, I could go defense. I could go ret. Or I could just give myself a small damage bump overall. I guess I'll go defense. And then I'm going to eat my other I guess I have more than I thought. Eat another tasty lion steak. And then I'm going to use up some of my other scrolls. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to try and bust all my scrolls up. Maybe not the spirit. Oh, I didn't realize I had a whole 20 stack of nectar too. I'm being greedy with my nectar because I thought I only had one. That's silly of me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this agility scroll and this spirit scroll and this intellect scroll. Why not? And I think I have a protection scroll somewhere. I thought I did. Yep, there it is. Okay. So none of this stuff that we need for a quest. Cool. All right, so now we're in business in terms of all that junk. This rogue is almost here. What's their name? Vitiater. What's our record time at? We're at 1.5 hours. Okay, so that's good. So my plan is to finish this. We did get the Fang back there. It's just not triggering. And then go turn that stuff in. They'll give us one more final Raptor quest and then the finale for the hunting. But I kind of want to do that too. Because then we're really done with the beginning and we can worry about traveling down. We can actually hearth back to Stormwind. And work on that. I need some mithril. Let's return that back on. Let's close Questy for a second. Go. Okay. Actually, yeah, you can keep it open, closed, doesn't matter. All right, so here's our rogue coming down the mountain. But yeah, we're gonna need. I do need any mithril that we can find. We're at 5 pieces of the 40 we need. We have all the true silver we need. We can stealth, so. All right, he's on foot. Oh, it might be a chain. Oh, but he maybe dropped it. Cool. All right, so let's wait. Okay. All right, so he's kicking him. All right, so this is a lot smoother right off the bat. Okay. Dang it, we just aggroed another one. Dang it, and then we aggroed another one. Oof. Okay, now let's see if I can grab aggro since we just pulled this 4-pack. If not, I'll be switching over. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drink a juice. Just like we drew it up. I mean, he's doing some good DPS, so that's good. All right, here we go now into the next round. Into the cave we go. So I'm gonna pull these guys back a little bit in case there's a pat sitch here. All right, so now with the two of us, it's pretty good situation. I'm kind of essentially tanking the sitch here. There's a true silver bar. Ow. He hit me pretty good with that. Alright, so if we head back in here, I mean, we can head back this way if we want. It's gonna be more of a standard tank and spank fight with this one. Not gonna do anything special. He actually drew the threat on that one. It's because I'm not hitting with anything hard. There you go. There you go. He had the threat stitch on that. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and. Alright, so I think we kind of need to wrap away. I kind of want that mithril, but I don't want to fight all these elite dudes just to get it, so. Okay, so there is another guy gonna pat up that way, that mauler. There's 2 pats coming in. Okay, that one didn't pat all the way, but this one is coming in for sure. I mean, at least he's high enough level 2. We're not aggroing from super far away. I think we both got the interrupt on that one. Beautiful. Okay, so we need to go in this way. I want to pull him back a little bit. Okay. Ow. Okay, and now he's pulling some of the aggro, and then I want to drink a little bit of my sweet nectar after this too, my sweet, sweet nectar. Okay, so I'm going to drink some mana on this one. And I could eat one of these frog leg stews too while we're at it. Meow, meow, meow. He just said, anyone else doing Panther Mastery? That's the one we just finished. Whoopsie. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we need to stay on the left. If you see this map, you kind of curve around and go this way. That is what we're doing. Yeah, he pulls more threat than me as a straight DPS, for sure. So it doesn't matter. I don't know if there's a factor due to your armor class. I think that was an addition that they made later on. Okay. So yeah, if he let me get just yeah, see right there. By the time he hits that, ow. Now, I was going to say, now he's going to get a couple hits and we're going to tag that. Okay. Ah, dang it, I wasted mana. Okay, so I can... Okay. I was gonna say, hopefully that stun gave him a minute there. He did, he drank a potion or something. Okay. So I'm gonna drink some more juice here. And we're getting into the final room. Now there is I think we can split and pull some of these guys once we get into this room. We are actually getting XP, 300 to 400 for each guy. We've gained about 15,000 on this ep. Okay. Okay, so I think we can pull... Ooh, a 199... Okay, so I'm going to try... Alright, so I guess we're going after this dude. Not how I drew it up. Okay, so that's good that we had the sap, thank goodness. I think when I did this the first time I used, dude, that guy's DPS is good. He's good at his job. Bandaged himself up pretty good there. Okay. We both hit him with the stun. Okay, so now we can fight our way out. Okay, did I get it too? Yeah, I did. All right, so let's go get the way out of here. Yeah, like I said, it's not worth going back there for Mithril. That's too much. I don't want to make this guy have to do it. And he's, what is he? He's 2 levels below me. So he did a good job. This is a good partner that we had for this situation here. All right. All right, so we are out and about into the world. We're going to go turn these 3 in, and then this is going to also allow us to... Yeah, notice Tiger Mastery is not even a thing. This is going to allow us to unlock... What time are we at for... We're at 1:43. Okay. I think I might just turn these in and pause. Maybe we'll go up and turn in the Mind's Eye one first, because where do we turn that quest in at? Yeah, the Rebel Camp. So we'll go to the Rebel Camp first to turn it in, and then we'll go back and turn in those pieces on the Nessingmary, and then we'll come back to that tomorrow, just because it's getting a little long. And if it was just killing the finale, but we also still have to go kill the... we have to do Raptor Mastery 4 and the finale. So we'll finish that off next time. And then after that, we'll go to Stormwind and turn in that cold quest. And then we will also travel down here. So that was pretty good. That was a good, we did get a good partner. I don't know if I was really pulling as much weight as them. They did a really good job. Their DPS was really, really good. And it really made that between the saps and stuns, it really helped. I was not really healing them. I mean, I was keeping threat a lot of the time, not even all the time. So trying to say that it's hard for me to pop the hood and really see how that worked out, but they did. We got lucky with a good partner there, and that's always nice to have.
What can I do for you?
I give you my blessing. Mai'Zoth's strength is matched only by Zeevil.
Aha! You've done it. You are a great force for good, adventurer, and may your strength never fade. I will study this mind's eye and determine if it may be used for good. If not, then it must be destroyed.
It's kind of a cool little side, like a healer offhand. And we got 5k for that, so that's good. So we just completed Mai'Zoth. That is pretty much the toughest quest in the zone, in my opinion. So we've already finished off that, despite everything else that we did, and the fact that we're nowhere near and finishing this zone. We just basically finished the end. Now, the end of the hunt quest is a little bit tough. It's doable. It's soloable for sure, but it is... the reason why it's tough, fighting the actual finale for the hunt is not hard, but he comes with a lot of ads, and that's what makes it a little bit tricky. We still actually technically have some things that I consider part of the hunting sphere to do, because there's the crocodile chain. It's just not a full hunting quest, and it's not tied to this, and it doesn't end with the with like a elite single croc. Oh, actually it does, kind of.
Let me tell you about a ferocious raptor that even I have failed to kill. Ajek here calls this wily raptor Tethys. If you want to prove yourself a true master, kill Tethys and bring me his talon. It would be a feat that no other big game hunter has accomplished.
All right, and this is also a very nice, like, feral druid armor, so pretty cool. All right, so we just completed Raptor Mastery 3. And then that's going to open up Raptor Mastery 4 for us. Again, one of the tougher quests to complete in the overall grand scheme of things. Let's also complete this. How goes the hunt for Sindal?
Most impressive, I do say. You are a true master tiger hunter adventurer.
Spanks. 290 XP for completing that whole chain. Yikes. Alright, so... we did complete Tiger Mastery 4. That one is fully done. Now we need to check it off. And Pugthera can prove to be an elusive beast. How fares the hunt? Just a really good set of either rogue or like feral druid gear. Just a very good set for that. That's what it's all about. And we just completed Panther Mastery 4. Now when you're looking at the actual Green Hills of Stranglethorn, how far did we do on that? Well, not a lot. We're still sitting at 7 of the 15, and maybe we have some stuff in layaway. Okay, let's sell. I don't care about that. I'm not giving that. We are gonna care about. Nope. Cool. All right. So as we go back in, we also need a stone crock pot. Okay, I'm gonna put page 1 there. 6, 10, 11, 16, 18, 27. Now we have stacks, we could sell them, but I'm just keeping them for the sake of cleaning stuff up. All right, everybody, so this is cool. When we pick up next time, we're going to be going down to get Tethys, and then coming back and going back to get the finale. And then we're going to hearth to Stormwind and turn in a meal served cold, and then fly all the way down to Booty Bay and begin the Booty Bay side of things. So this is going to give us... We have about 12 slots in the inventory, and if you look at just the quests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's more than that. So we're going to have to start with the easier ones and leave some of the higher ones, just fill up our quest log and go. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, for listening, and for tuning the heck in. You all rock, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.